We are keeping Dina Tyler on the phone. She specializes in estate planning, and we've had a caller. His name is Clifford. He's from Mobile, and he is dealing with a will, and he's trying to figure out how to get it executed for his children to receive money. Dina, what is your advice?
To get the will executed to be proper in Alabama, you have to have 2 witnesses. And to get it self-approving will, which means you don't have to go to court to prove the will was actually your final disposition, you have to have it witnessed by 2 people still and also in front of a notary. And, of course, you have to be over the age of 18 and of sound mind to execute the will, and that you're executing it freely and voluntarily. No one's forcing you to do it.
All right, great
Right.
answer.
And Dina, just to follow up on that, because I think the question was about an inheritance, and I know that probably is, falls in line with what the question was. But I mean, the bottom line is when it's something this complicated, you need some help one way or the other. Correct? I mean, it's hard. I mean, Lord knows I wouldn't go into this by myself. If I had, some inheritance or a family member that had an inheritance. But you need to have someone that knows what they're doing on something like this, correct?
You do. It just makes things so much easier for you.
Right.
The people you leave behind, knowing that if they have assistance, that it'll be just much of a easier process to deal with. Because you're also dealing with grief at the time, and so you just need to think about what you need to have set forth, and encourage who you appoint to get counsel to help them, dispose of your estate.
Okay, and also to follow up on Clifford's question, someone else is actually the executive of that will. So he's trying to get the money to his grandchildren, but somebody else is over the will.
Well, the executor has the duties to, follow the wishes in the will, and if they're not doing that, then the beneficiary needs to contact the probate court. They can, Mobile County and Baldwin County, it's a very easy court system. The judges are just wonderful to deal with, and if the beneficiary doesn't have the capabilities of hiring somebody, they can come and represent themselves to court, and the court will more than likely advise them to get counsel if they're in a certain situation where they're not getting what was left to them. But they do need to bring it to the court's attention that the executor is not fulfilling the duties.